Hi, today's good person to know is Simon Birkenhead. He's Global Advertising Sales Director at Telefonica, and his talk is on how mobile technologies are changing and why it's relevant for you and your business. As you know, mobile has dramatically changed over the years, and you can now pick up a smartphone for as little as £15. And did you know that 18% of 18 to 34-year-olds in the UK use their mobile for accessing the internet, and that in some parts of the world a mobile device will be the only way in which they'll be able to access the web? So now you know why it's so important. And Simon gives his 4 predictions as to what you should be thinking about right now based on today's reality, but it may appear somewhat futuristic. 1, all media will become digital and all digital will become mobile. 2, mobile becomes mobility. 3, proximity becomes a buzzword. And 4, the world around us will become mobilised. Now Simon explains each prediction in detail, but if you think none of this is going to happen, think again. It's already happening. Telefonica have won a contract to install a SIM card in every single home in the UK, every single home that has a gas and electricity meter, so that we're able to wisen up as to how much energy we're actually consuming. And Google acquired Nest for $3.2 billion, and all they do is make thermostats. So now you know what the future is going to be like. It's going to be all mobile. So I hope you enjoy this video, and thank you for watching.
I would actually say it's actually impossible to predict the future if you don't understand the present. How people behave, how people use technology, how businesses are run. My 4 predictions for the near future of mobile. These are things you should really be thinking about now and learning about now. Some of them are a bit futuristic. They're things that are going to really take off in the future, but they're absolutely based in today's reality. My first prediction: all media will become digital, and all digital will become mobile. There's actually a quote from a nice chap called Anthony Young, who was the head of, first of all, Zenith Media and then Mindshare, 2 very, very big global media agencies. He's actually saying, my business is going to become mobile in the future. Now, if he says that, that's something that you want to sit up and listen to. What I agree with him is the influence of the smartphone, particularly on the younger generation. 18% of 18 to 34-year-olds use their mobile device as their only form of accessing the internet. They're doing these things. Meshing. Meshing is when you use multiple devices to consume the same kind of content. A lot of brands put a big focus on the Super Bowl and had teams in place in their offices during the game in order to do real-time marketing and react really quickly to comments that were being made on social media. A lot of brands are now bringing their real-time marketing teams in-house rather than rely on their marketing agencies, because marketing agencies can't move fast enough to do real-time marketing. Shifting when you consume content and viewing content when you want it. The US is the most advanced mobile marketing market, and yet even in the US, over half of businesses do not have a mobile optimized website. Second prediction: mobile becomes mobility. The idea of mobility is recognizing that this is just a screen. This is no different to a TV or a poster site. It's just a way of displaying a message. You're the people who are mobile. You're the people who can be anywhere at any time. If you take a mobility approach and think of the consumer as the mobile device, you start thinking about, who is this person? What are they interested in? Where are they right now? How great would it be if you got a message right now at 1:45 from a little restaurant around the corner saying, don't go for these sucky little sandwich shops in our store, go 2 minutes around the corner and get a really nice big burger. Now the challenge with mobile is that this takes some very personal data about you as individuals. And in mobile that's very difficult data to find because there are no cookies. And that's where companies like Telefonica have a fantastic opportunity, because Telefonica does have all this information. With your permission, we can use that information to allow advertisers to engage you with promotions or offers that are relevant to your interests. At the same time, we know where you are because your phone is always constantly talking to our cell towers. My third prediction is this: that proximity will become the buzzword. The challenge that a lot of advertising companies and agencies have with mobile is it's really hard to work out the ROI. In desktop advertising, you can track a consumer journey right through from an ad through to a website experience through to a sale, because people do buy on a computer. People generally don't buy things on a mobile device. About 3/4 of people who research a product on a mobile device end up actually buying it in person in a shop. Now, it's very difficult to measure the return on investment of that marketing ad if people then go into a store to buy a product. Finally, fourth prediction: the world around us will become mobilised. And mobile will become the way that the world operates around us. iPhone, or the smartphone even, born in 2007, the smartphones on display in Barcelona don't look radically different to the first iPhone 5 years ago. The iPad was born in 1993. It was called the Newton, the Apple Newton. That was Apple's first iPad. So don't be obsessed by devices. Think about what people have got now and how they're going to evolve the way that they use the things they've got now, rather than getting obsessed with what the next new technology is going to be. What I would say is there is massive innovation around the SIM card. Taking a SIM card out of the phone and putting it into other stuff, you can create what's being called the Internet of Things. Internet-enabled stuff all around us in everyday life. This will have dramatic changes to how we live our lives and how companies and marketers can engage with us. This is called Nest. It's beautiful. It's beautifully designed. It works amazingly well. And Google just acquired this company for $3.2 billion. They have one product. It's a thermostat. Why have Google spent that amount of money? They've recognized the future is about smart homes. You know, a internet-enabled thermostat is just an entry point into the home of the future, where everything is connected to the internet, where you can control your whole home from your smartphone. Last year, Telefonica signed a deal worth 1.8 billion euros with the UK government. We've got a contract to install a SIM card into every single gas and electricity meter in the UK over the next 5 or 6 years.
Wow.
Every single household will have a smart meter. So you'll be able to make smart decisions about how you use energy. And this is really why the UK government was behind this initiative. It's about how do we save energy by making people more aware of how they use energy.